Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on this video. Make sure you watch until the end for a special announcement. Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. I hope you are enjoying your day. My name is Talisha, and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and if you are new to watching the channel, I do welcome you, and I hope you consider subscribing, and thank you to all of my returning subscribers for your support. So today, I will be sharing a bonus make, and I made two different bonus makes for the
5 and below. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Hey. Motivation to sew. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Hey. Motivation to sew.
5 and Below sewing series. Yes. If you don't know what a 5 and below look is, it's a garment that I was able to make by using only 5 pattern pieces or less. I just finished a whole entire series on my channel in collaboration with Rochelle of Rochelle.handmade.designs, and we showcased a total of 10 patterns, and we went into great detail about the reason behind the series and details about the different patterns. And if you would like more information, I will link to the series in the description box below, and I will also insert a card above and an end card at the end of the video. Okay, again, I made 2 extra bonus looks that qualifies for a 5 and below make, and initially I had not planned this out. The 2 patterns just happened to be 2 really nice patterns that I wanted to make, and today I will be sharing one of the looks, and which is one that I am wearing, and that is Simplicity 8379. I made this dress because I was getting ready for my vacation, and while I was making different garments for the 5 and Below series that I would actually be able to take on vacation, I needed a few more, and I remembered making this particular pattern back in 2017. It was June of 2017, and yes, I know that was almost 5 years ago, but I am still obsessed over the look of this dress, and even now I just feel like it's very relevant, and I love it. So I made it. Okay, nothing to it. I made it, and again, it still did not disappoint, and I feel like I said the style even after 5 years is just awesome. So I feel absolutely great in this dress, and I felt great when I wore it the last time, which is another reason why I wanted to make it. And so I'm just going to share all the goodies with you as we discuss the patterns. There's not a whole lot to it, so just stick around and we'll be done in a little. So let's talk about the pattern and my experience while making it. So again, this is Simplicity 8379, and the description is Mrs. Knit Dress. There is only one view to this pattern, and that is the view that you are seeing. Only one view. Fabric recommendations are size for stretch knits only, such as jerseys, spandex blends, and stretch velvets, and the sewing skill level is not set at all, but you only need beginner level skills to make this garment. The pattern pieces that I only use 3 pattern pieces. 3. The pattern pieces that I used was the front and back. The front and back is just one pattern piece. You use the same pattern piece for your front and the same pattern piece for your back. You cut the front and back out by using the same pattern piece. And then there is a neckband, and then you have your armband. And the way you determine the front from the back is wherever you put the middle seam from the neckband, that's going to be your back. So it's up to you which side you use. So there were no notions other than thread needing, and the pattern sizing is extra small through extra large, and I cut a large at the top, which is, you know, around the bust and under the arms, and then I graded to the larger size because when I made it the first time, I made it to fit my measurements and it was short, and you know, I just didn't want it to be short like that, and I wanted to also have a little bit more drape on the sides. So I didn't want to go ahead and have to figure out how to do a full bust adjustment to accommodate for the lifting in the front that I knew it would do if I did not make it larger. So I figured the best next option would to just go ahead and grade it out. But I do think that even though I did the grading, it still looks like the pattern envelope, and you could be the judge of that as well. The instructions were very, very easy. You don't really need instructions to make this unless you are just super not familiar with sewing whatsoever. The things that I love about this pattern, I love how simple this pattern is. I love that this is a pullover dress, so you don't have to worry about any closure such as zippers and buttons. I love how easy it is to wear and how comfortable it is, which is why I wanted to wear this on my vacation, because you can be comfortable and fashionable at the same time in this dress. I also love how flowy this is, so if I'm eating, and I, bloat out or whatever, I don't have to worry about, that showing, because this is a relaxed look. But, it's not so like relaxed that it looks dressed down. So, you have that in between look, especially depending on the fabrics that you use. The feature that I like most, though, out of all of the features that I liked about this pattern, is the back hips or side wings or whatever you want to call them. Okay, hip bags, side wings, wing sides. You know what, but for the sake of this video, let's call these hip bags. Okay, now what I like about them is that they give a nice droopy effect. And when I saw this pattern for the very, very first time, when I purchased this back almost 5 years ago, I thought that it looked weird. Okay, but I went ahead and purchased it anyway, and I was newer to sewing, and it was listed an easy to sew pattern, which is why, even though I thought it looked weird, I picked it up anyway. I just thought I would give it a try to see how it would look, and when I made it, I fell in love with it, and so did everyone else. Everyone that saw me in that dress absolutely loved it. So that part of the pattern that I was apprehensive about, that feature that made me a little hesitant, ended up being the feature that made me love the pattern the most. So I thought that was absolutely funny. It gave this pattern, it just gave a character, because other than that, it would have been just a straight average knit dress, and I really, really love it. And as far as ready to wear dresses, I did not see a lot of ready to wear dresses like this. A lot of times the stores like Macy's, the retailers and things like that, they'll have some of the same things that are on the pattern envelopes, they come out at the same time. However, I did not see this style of dress, which is really, really good, because that separates us in the world of fashion from having our own little thing. So I like that. So another reason why I like these hip bags is because it helps with shaping. Okay, I have a large bust, but I don't have like this cinched in waist with noticeable hips or anything like that. And while I'm not concerned about that, and I don't feel like I need to have that, and I don't feel like the next person needs to have that, I will say that this dress does give some extra shaping around the hip area. So if you're not like uncomfortable with having that type of look, this dress does kind of give you a little boost in that area. Okay, because like I'm team no hips, so for me it's kind of noticeable, and I kind of like it, and it adds a little value to the hip area, and I think it looks good, so I'm good with that. But yeah, the things that I disliked about the pattern, absolutely nothing. I like it. It's simple, it's cute, and it's my style. Because this is a very simple pattern, I didn't learn anything new. I didn't have any first time experiences. But the fabric that I use is this beautiful multicolored swirl knit that I purchased from Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico to be exact. I'm not sure what type of knit this is, because I haven't really come across this type of knit that often. Now I will say I have seen this in Walmart before, and I've used it for lining, but I don't know what it's called. But it is definitely a different type of knit. It is breathable, it's thin, and now that I think about it, I will say that one time I saw some white knit that felt and looked like this in Joann's one time, and it was some type of polyester knit. I'm not sure if that's helpful, but to describe it, if you snag this fabric, you will get a run in it that looks like the run of a pantyhose or tights. So I don't know if that's helpful either, but none of my other knit runs like this, and I accidentally snagged it on the doorway when I was coming in and out of the hotel or whatever, and it caught a run, and it just, like, you know, I wanted to go old school and find some fingernail polish to stop the run, but I didn't want the fingernail polish on the dress, so I just kind of put some needle and thread through the area so that it would stop the run. But yeah, so if you know what type of fabric this is, go ahead and put it in the comment section below so I can make note of that. But yeah, I do like the way it feels. It's just a different type of knit. Definitely not an ITY, DTY, Liverpool, you know, none of that. But yeah, I did get this fabric from Cozumel, Mexico, and after making this, I do have a little bit of this fabric left, and I think it's enough to make like a cami, so I may do that with the remainder of the fabric and probably make something like the Ogden cami or something like that. But yeah, so as far as alterations, as mentioned before, yes, I graded the pattern from a large to a 2XL, and I also lengthened the pattern by 2 inches just to make sure that I had a desired length that I could feel comfortable wearing in any type of environment, whether I'm at church or work or anything like that. And I thought that that really worked out well, because although I love the first version of this dress, it was short. It was extremely short, and I did not expect it to be that short. And I did notice that it was very short on a lot of other people at that particular time. And like I said, that is not anything that I wanted for this time around. So that is why I made that change. So my recommendation to you would be just to lengthen your dress if you make this to touch the top of your knee. But I would definitely recommend this to others. Yes, I definitely would. This dress is the bomb and a must have. Unfortunately, this pattern is no longer in print. So why am I telling you about this? I'll tell you why. This dress is no longer in print, which is one of the reasons why I did not present this during the 5 and Below series. However, there are some copies available on Amazon and Etsy and a few at Joann's, and I know that several of them may have them in their drawers because I found several at mine. Now, there is also a sister pattern that is available that came out right after this pattern, which is a pattern that I will be making this month, and that pattern is Simplicity 8911. No, it's not identical. It's not the same length. However, it's within the same family because it has like the hip bags. So you can make that pattern if you can't get your hands on this one, or you can draft this one very, very well. And I'm going to show you the line drawings and the models photos so that you can see how you can do this with a straight, simple dress pattern, and it will take no effort whatsoever. You probably don't even have to make a pattern. You could just freehand this thing as long as it's cut on the fold. So I'm going to show you that so that you can see. And like I said, all you have to do is take a straight knit dress pattern and extend the sides to make the wings that cause the bags, and then adjust the length to your liking. Now, I don't like drafting patterns myself, but this is one that I would definitely do because it's just a sideways triangle, and like I said, I will go ahead and show you now. Now, to accessorize my dress in the photos and while I was on vacation, I am wearing my chandelier earrings because I forgot to pack my new earrings that I recently purchased, but I will just have to showcase those at another time. So now I will enter a few more pictures and twirls of my knit dress. So yes, this is another winner in my book. It has been in my book for 5 years, as you can tell. A simple pattern with a triangle hip twist to spice it up, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and I hope you do too. Now, if you like this pattern, please let me know in the comments section below by typing hip bags, okay? Because I will be announcing the giveaway winner on this Sunday, which is April 24th, for the 5 and Below series, and I have an extra unopened pattern for this look today, which is Simplicity 8379. And if you type hip bags in the comment section below, I will enter you into a separate drawing to win this pattern, and I will announce that winner on the same day, which is Sunday, this Sunday. So I will be announcing the giveaway winner for the Sewing 5 and Below series on my channel. Rochelle already announced hers, and I will also be announcing who will win the pattern for today, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of my returning subscribers for your continued support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
5 and below. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Hey. Motivation to sew. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Hey. Motivation to sew. We going 5 and below. Motivation to sew. We getting ready to sew. Come on, y'all, let's get ready to sew.